Shedeur Sanders will be the second string quarterback until Deshaun Watson. I'm still rolling hard with that Deshaun Watson theory that I believe Deshaun Watson is going to come back. Now, something that I told you guys the other day is looking like it's starting to grow some legs, and people was definitely starting to talk about it.
Apparently, Kevin Stefanski had a secret meeting about starting Shedeur Sanders. Yeah, the same Browns coach who treats game plans like top-secret CIA files might be plotting a quarterback coup. Either way, something's brewing in Cleveland, and it's way messier than a fourth-quarter interception.
You know, to be honest, it was shocking to me. Andrew Berry must be a lot smarter than me or us, because it doesn't make sense to me to trade a quarterback that you think enough of to make your opening day starter to a division opponent that's hurting in that area. But that's just my personal feelings.
There's panic in Cleveland again, and that sentence alone should tell you everything. The Browns are apparently one more ugly loss away from a full-scale fan revolt, complete with pitchforks, paper bags, and maybe even a few flying tomatoes.
Man, Joe Flacco just exposed Kevin Stefanski and the Cleveland Browns offense. Joe Flacco threw for 342 yards and 3 touchdowns on 47 attempts and 31 completions.
Word on the street is that Kevin Stefanski might actually be forced to do the unthinkable. Let Shedeur Sanders touch a football in a real NFL game. Yeah, it's gotten that bad. Cleveland's gone from playoff dreams to hostage negotiations with their own fan base.
Ain't nobody trading their starting quarterback to the damn team in their same division in the same season unless something ain't right. Like, he called BS on that stuff for real. And I'm like, he made me think, I was like, yo, this is a real, we've been talking about Shedeur in a lot of ways.
And it's not quiet tension either. Fans are already warning the team. If they stink it up again this Sunday, that stadium's turning into a war zone. Forget boos. We're talking about a boo so loud it might open the lake back up. Clevelanders have hit their breaking point.
We have them primed and ready to go. There are more callers ready to go today than there were on Monday.
Because, folks, you have finally had the clarity. We have went from lily pad to lily pad to lily pad to lily pad. We've played the blame game, and at certain times and I throw Paulie Modesta in here too, over the last decade, how long has he been around? 12, 10 years? I lose count. Over the last decade, we have gone from person to person to person to blame.
They're done with the experiments. They've seen Dillon Gabriel, they've seen Joe Flacco's farewell tour part 27, and now they want the shiny new rookie who actually gives them something to believe in. But here's where things get spicy. Rumor has it Stefanski and the Browns brass had a secret meeting.
Stefanski. So I think he's losing a locker room. And I think the players want Shedeur more. And he's at a point where you could tell anytime, if you ever look at it, anytime they ask Stefanski a question about Dillon Gabriel, he gives a full answer about Gabriel.
And his name.
Anytime they ask him a question about Shedeur, he always groups everybody.
Now, if you know anything about this team, a secret meeting probably just means Stefanski muttering, "We'll evaluate," while sipping black coffee and staring at a laminated playsheet like it's a cursed artifact. Now, the Stefanski defenders, those rare, loyal, emotionally damaged few, are saying he's just staying composed.
And Andrew Berry just admitted to kicking the map in the creek. And that's where we're at. We realize we're going in circles and we are lost. Trade him for a 5th-round pick, trade him for this pick, trade him for that pick, bring in this wide receiver, jettison that wide receiver. It doesn't matter. You're going in circles. There are no guardrails here. There are no guardrails here, Tone. They're just going in a circle. They're going in a circle. That's what we are.
Composed? The man has less visible emotion than a parking meter, and that's the issue. Cleveland's entire city runs on chaos, and their coach communicates like a meditation app. But this is Shedeur Sanders we're talking about. The dude survived 2 seasons behind the worst offensive line in college football.
I think Joe looked like Joe. I mean, I'm happy they went out there and got a win. He played how we know he can, and so he made plays when they needed him to. Got the ball out quick, put on the money down the field. Looked great. And it makes me see that, whatever offense that they're committed to running to produce wins, doesn't see that, Joe is going to be the most productive in their offense.
His linemen blocked like they were allergic to effort. Compared to that, Cleveland's O-line might as well be Fort Knox. This kid's been hit so many times he probably has a friendship with gravity. If anything, he's built for this level of dysfunction. But here's the thing, Stefanski doesn't want chaos. He wants control.
Never will just give a direct answer about Shedeur. So it's very clear he just doesn't, he don't like him. Whether it's because he didn't want him there, maybe Shedeur was drafted, it was like forced on him. So he's doing everything in his power to just not deal with it.
Okay, so
I
give
think,
me that.
Well, where I was going with that is I think that's why Flacco got traded, because I think with Haslam and Berry, whoever made that call, it was like, remember that whole week when they was like, all right, well, who's going to be QB number 2?
If he doesn't, the headlines read, Coach dooms rookie, loses locker room, and possibly soul. It's a lose-lose, and yet somehow the fans don't care. They just want to feel something again. Cleveland media's having a field day.
Some things that Kevin Stefanski is saying and the way he's going about things, some things are just not adding up. And Ryan Clark of ESPN basically exposed Kevin Stefanski this morning on Get Up. He had a very interesting take on Kevin Stefanski's motive.
The tension is so thick you can cut it with a butter knife. Everyone's just waiting for that first interception from Gabriel this Sunday. The second that ball hits a defender's hands, the crowd's gonna erupt like a volcano made of beer and regret.
Ocho, what are we doing? It's already been reported that Bailey Zappi was taking a lot of the practice squad snaps.
Kevin Stefanski is really enjoying this moment. Kevin Stefanski is making the Browns organization basically Jerry Springer. He's making a mockery of the situation and enjoying it. Just announce the goddamn quarterback, who's quarterback number 2. Why are we playing these goddamn mind games?
Let's be honest, this isn't just about football anymore. This is a full-blown soap opera. You've got the stoic coach, the restless fans, the chosen rookie savior, and a team identity that changes more often than Cleveland's weather. But whether he succeeds or crashes like every Browns quarterback before him, one thing's for sure, this team needs something to wake them up. Because right now, the offense looks like it's been tranquilized and the fans are seconds away from turning the stadium into a group therapy session.
This is all surrounded around naming Joe Flacco QB1 for opening day against Cincinnati. Well, that came to no surprise. Now the big question is, who is your QB2? Who's your QB3?
So here we are, waiting for the Browns to do what the entire city already decided weeks ago. Start Shedeur Sanders. And that's Cleveland football in a nutshell. Chaos with a side of optimism and just enough delusion to keep tuning in every Sunday. This Sunday might be the turning point or the breaking point. Either way, it's going to be glorious.